Hello guys, welcome to a new video on my channel. It's Tonton from States 948. Today I will make a guide about the anniversary event that starts tomorrow because we can already plan for it and I will help you plan for it. First, I want to make two quick additions to my yesterday's video about the fishing tournament. One thing I missed and something I've learned. Someone taught me something very interesting, so I've been playing this game for a long time. I've been making guides for a long time outside of YouTube. I've been reading a lot of things about the game and I still did not know that. So the first thing that I knew and I forgot to mention is when you use the horn of Poseidon and you select the fish you want, the fish will appear around meter 350. So even if you select a fish that is 450 or 530 or something, the one that you are summoning with the item is appearing around 350, so it's a lot easier to get, and you can still get some below it. So you want, even if you summon an algae or a fish or something, you still want to go to 550 meters and get everything you can on the way up. What the person, and I'll show you in a sec very quickly, that mentioned is that you can redo your run. So see, I have two baits, right? I use one bait, and I don't know if it works on the way up, but it works on the way down. That's what the person mentioned. So thank you very much for mentioning that. So let's say I messed up and I'm not happy with it. So I click on the top right. So if you, that's a bit harder on a computer, but that's okay on the phone. You have two hands, right? So top right, you have a pause button. If you didn't see you have the pause button, and you do retreat. And if you say go fish, continue will resume the previous stage, but it will make you start from scratch. So you cannot use item, you cannot change your run. So if you forgot something, you cannot edit your run, but you will start fresh. So if you mess up, like it's a normal run. So for me, I care about doing 20 points per fish I catch in average, at least 20 points. So I'm 250, so I can start to lose. I should have got to the 40 point fish, but that's okay. And now on the way back, I only care about fish that give 20 points. So you see all the one I'm trying to get and the one I'm trying to dodge, they give 20 points. So hopefully I make a perfect run for you. Let's go. How many more? One more, two more, how many more? One more, okay. So I got a 40 points. So that's a very good run. I got a dude, I got a fish, so then we will move on to something else. So see, I got in average more than 20 points. I can fish 20 fishes and I got 420 points, so I got more than that. So you can redo your run. So with the pause button top right, you can redo your run. So that's amazing. So let's talk about the event. The event that we have tomorrow, and I'll show you my tricks. That's something I do for my alliances. That's one of the reasons people like what I do, and I'll show you in a minute. But first we will go through the event. So it's a 2-year anniversary of the game, which was a few weeks ago, but usually they do events, usually. Last year for the first year, they have done it early March, and this year they do it early March as well. So you will have a lot of things. So you have one event that's called Feast Overture. Chief Patrick is putting his heart and soul into preparing the grand anniversary feast. During this event, you can earn points for yourself and your alliance by cooking and submitting dishes. So that's something we have seen many times in the game. Is you collect, ingredients by doing dailies and stuff, and mission and event stuff, and you have like 6 or 8 dishes you can cook, and you have a combination of ingredients, and you can trade ingredients with other players. There are actually things you can min-max here. You can optimize that event quite a bit with the farm account, and I'll teach you probably tomorrow how to do it. I don't remember everything from the top of my head, so I won't cover it today, but when the event is available in the game, which will be on Thursday, right? If we look at the bottom, it says we are the 5th, it starts on the 6th, so after reset. So I'll make a guide about how to optimize a bit for that likely tomorrow. Snapshot of time. Read the special anniversary letter. Find out, fill with our gratitude, highlighting your progress and state. Sometimes in these letters you have little things you can click that give you extra reward. So that's something we need to keep an eye on. I think they've done that last year. I don't know if it was for the anniversary or something. There was a lot of kind of gift on the letter, and actually if you click on the gift, they pop up and you get extra stuff. Gourmet spread. Collaborate with allies to prepare the anniversary feast by cooking dishes. So that's linked to the first one, and that might purchase. Yeah, you can buy packs. Okay. Don Gala, Alliance ranking top 10 on the feast overture leaderboard can host feast. So that's usually when they do, like, you will have a bigger event at the end of the week, and based on the ranking of the Alliance, you will be able to summon what they call a feast, which basically is often like for an hour there are a lot of gift or stuff to collect that are popping out of that event, and you can send marches to collect it, and usually spenders can buy packs to increase the amount of gift that people can collect. Sometimes it's Alliance wide, which I guess it is for this one because it is based on Alliance performance. Sometimes they made it statewide, I think, for other events, but that will be limited to your Alliance. So that, you get shit for free. That means that your R4s, R5 need to plan, to tell in advance when the feast will be available, because often that's only for an hour. And you can collect some of the gifts, you can collect them for 24 hours, the one that spenders are buying usually, but I think the one that are free and that you get from the game, you have to collect them within 5 minutes or something. So most likely you have to be online if you can for that event. And that will be, if it starts on Thursday, that will likely be Friday and Saturday the week after. So not this week, but the week after. So I think I've read on Discord, on the Facebook post they've made, these things are a bit more detailed. If you look at the Facebook post of Whiteout Survival, and I think they said it could be within 2 days to start the event. Trail of Taste, complete mission for a chance to earn feast bag which contain ingredients. So that's usually, killing beasts, using speed ups, using gems, and gathering resources. So that's some things to max out, and I'll cover it tomorrow as well. That's something that's usually very important to max out and to kill beasts. So that means for the duration of the event, you want to kill beasts, which means that if you want to kill beasts starting tomorrow, that means you will want to finish your hero mission today, so tomorrow you can use your stamina for beast. So I'll suggest to push. I just realized as I'm making the guide that you might want to complete, if you have Gina or similar kind of event that's replacing Gina for us, you might want to do that today, very likely. So tomorrow you have stamina. So let's go back to it, and at the part where I'll show you my magic very soon. So chief skills, use ingredients from feast bag to prepare dishes. So we talk about that. There are like 3-4 events linked to the creating dishes with ingredients and how you get them. It's all the same. It will be very easy to understand tomorrow. Chief of the Dawn. So that's all of Chief kind of event kind of King of Icefield kind of event, or SVS prep kind of event with different missions every day, and that's where I do magic, and I'll show you in a minute. I can't do magic for everyone on every state. You will have to do that for yourself. I'm thinking about a way for you to do that on your own without me needing to do it, which takes a bit of effort. It cannot be automated. I'll show you in a minute how to do it. If you really want that to be shared with everyone, just let me know in the comment, please. If there is an appetite, I can try to do it faster, because it's a bit of work on my side. And doing the video daily is already a bit of work on my side. So celebration fireworks, you can get some fireworks. I still got 80 from last year, so maybe they are different one. Honors tribute. So that already started, right? Honors tribute already started, so that this event that you could see in the deal. So every day you log in, you have that. So there are 7-day reward, and the event lasts 10 days, so you have a bit of a buffer, you can miss out a day or two, that's okay. And you get chances to get, gems, 4%, mythic shard, some fire crystal. So you get stuff for free. So basically you can either you know, wait for everything and open them all at the end, or you can open them daily and see what you get, you know. And it's a nice way to get city skin tokens as well. That's why I suggest to, you know, to make sure you do it. It's, you know, it's decent, a bit of speed ups, some shard for Tundra trading station, or to progress your heroes. It's a decent, you know, it's giving decent reward for free. Some fire crystals now. I don't think we had it last year. So see, it's decent, and you get some of that every day, and then later you get a lot more. So that's pretty good. And last event is so celebration on attribute. Oh, there are a few, right? Celebration symphony during the event, complete design and mission to our reward upon completion. Okay, so that's how do you call that? You know, you have like rows and columns of things you need to do. So you have using speed ups, training troops, buying a €5 pack, things like that. And if you complete a row or if you complete a column, you know, you get extra reward. So that's usually, if you spend very, very little on the game, when you have a symphony kind of event, it's really worth spending €5. Often it's really worth spending €5, or €6 for us and $5. These packs are decent. Top up benefits, so then you will have, you know, a March skin. So that's for me, I'd say low, medium spender to big spenders. That's why I delay all my purchase, right? Because I know these events will happen from time to time. So if you look at what I usually buy this in a week, I usually buy, for example, weekly card. I buy this one. Where Wednesday, I did not buy it yet because I knew there will be there is one seasonal event per month in average, but not seasonal events. Not all seasonal events have such an event that's, you know, allow you to spend, I think it's €60 to get a March skin. So for me, I buy you know, I spend €60 usually on some of these events, not all of them. Only if I have good packs to buy. I don't spend €60 whatever to get the March skin, but if the events packs are good, you know, I wanted to buy, where is it? I wanted to buy this one to get some extra stamina to rank for hero shards in the next event, so I wanted to buy that. So I have a few things I wanted to buy that are not necessarily the best packs, but I enjoy buying. I mean, I play with buying them, basically. So I'm waiting, I'm delaying purchasing them because I want to see if this month there is an event or this week there is an event. And in that case, it pays off. There is an event, so I can get the city skin, the marching skin, sorry, for decently cheap because there are things I'm buying weekly, and I'll just need to find a few more packs to buy that are good to get the March skin. So that's one way to think about it. So delay your purchases in case of such events. Kashia Wishes House. Actually, we got that last time, and I don't really remember the event, to be honest. So yeah, so I'll review it tomorrow, and when I cover the rest, I'll make a guide and I'll show it to you. I'll explain to you how it works. Was it a spender event? I have a doubt. So let's look at the 7-day event and at the Hall of Shift kind of event, because that's where I can really help you. It's a bit small, but I cannot really, I'll make it bigger for now. So I've shown that in the past to you, right? So when I talked about Alliance Showdown, but I'm doing that for King of Icefield. I'm doing that for SVS Prep. So, you know, I'm doing this kind of Google Sheets where I tell my alliances when events overlap. So if you look at Alliance Showdown, because that's the one I've shown you recently, dark green is overlapping with armament competition. So you can see at the top you have Alliance Showdown. In the middle you have 2 days events, so officer armament competition, officer project, and these are overlapping. The dark green are overlapping, so I can decide when do I make point, for example. So, you know, like if you look at the Alliance Showdown video, I've shown you, you know, that I'll do points with building here, with hero shards. So I will do, for example, that's how I completed my with the light blue. That's how I completed these first 2 days, and I did my armament competition. I did building on day 1, so I did 1 building, and I did 100 mythic hero shards on day 2. And so it completed like just above the 20k you need to complete armament competition, and I've done points into, so I'm planning my week that way. So that these documents help you to do that, and that's the thing that if you want me to share, please let me know in the comments. But now I've made that for 2 events, right? Armament competition, officer project. So now we need to think about 3 events. So something to say about that. It will be a bit small, but hopefully you can follow. Yeah, I need to do at least maybe 85 is enough. No, I need. So we look first, we look at seasonal. I'll remove the rest. I'll hide it for now. We'll take our time here. And I'll zoom in a bit. That's a bit too much. Hopefully you can see things well. Okay, so I'll put them in green. I just need to have the same green everywhere, so it's not confusing for you. So that should be okay. So that's the default 7-day event. So it's not King of Icefield, it's not these dates, you know, I'll update that later, but that's, you know, anniversary was number 2, and we are Gen 6, but generation do not matter. Like the seasonal event, they never change them, and they are quite outdated. In day 1, it's more like Olaf Chiefs, like you used to have at the beginning of the games. So in day 1, you have points for getting power, so for finishing a research, a construction, or troop. And that's actually, let me put that. That's not as good as day 4. So day 1, you get points for completing stuff. And one thing that you get points for is keys and hero shards. So you know the keys people might tell you to keep, you know, these ones. Then you will be able to use them tomorrow, basically. Tomorrow you see I have a lot. So I used keys for Vision of Dawn, and I made a video about it, and I use keys for seasonal event. And in between I don't. You know, I only use keys when there is an event, basically. So you just don't think about it, don't look at them. When there is an event, you use them, and when there is no event, you don't use them. So you will be able to use keys. Like the red is bad points. So that means if you compare, I made the calculation, basically a long time ago, now more than a year ago, but if you calculate how much points you get in different days for completing different tasks, you will realize that you will get less event points on completing construction and research on day 1. It gives more points to do speed ups and to use research on day 3 or on day 7, basically. Same for construction. So all of that, I've made the math a long time ago now to calculate, and all of Chief is the same. So if you are a player that still have all of Chief, let me show it to you quickly. Generation 1 all of Chiefs. So I use a different format at the time, right? Because there are different versions of all of Chief, but you can see that even all of Chief, it was kind of similar stuff, right? You get less points on last day for construction compared to first day. So you want to do all your construction day 1 if you want to rank on the event. You get less points if you kill bees than if you kill polar terror. So you want to do polar terror on that day. You get less points or gather iron compared to the other one. So if you gather extra resources with a 5th or a 6th march, you want to collect meat, wood, or coal instead. So events, they are not giving you always the same points per event or per task. Some tasks are giving you different points, and it's really true for seasonal. Let's put it there. It's really true for the seasonal event as well. And you know, I can go through it. You know, if you have questions about that, if you are not sure about it, just let me know in the comments. We can calculate some tomorrow. Maybe, you know, but I've been checking that regularly, and it actually never changed. It's always the same. So that should be accurate, but I'll verify it every seasonal event, basically. So I'll double check tomorrow, but that should be accurate. So there are things you want to avoid, right? Speed up certain day, power certain day. So now that with that in mind, what am I doing? I'm overlapping the 3 events in my spreadsheet, right? let me, can I, it's going 2 levels, so let me do that. So I need to fix color here as well. I prepared it a bit, but we'll do it together so you see how it works basically. How I do it. Simple like that, okay. Okay. So now things are changing, right? So day 6, day 7, it's look all nice. So let's look at day 4 of Alliance Showdown, day 2 of Officer Project 1, and day 1 of second anniversary event. So what's overlapping? Not much, right? Really not much. Because you get points for using keys, hero shards, and power on building. So when you, or research or troops. So when you complete troops, when you complete building. But what's overlapping is troops. It's not very good. It do not give you very good points on second anniversary event. But let's say you cared to win Alliance Showdown with your alliance, and training troops is just let me check that I'm not saying anything stupid. Yeah, training troops is Tuesday as well. Often is a Tuesday for training troops. You care to make a lot of points and win that day for Alliance Showdown, then you know if you are training troops, you will complete Officer Project, you will help your alliance rank in Alliance Showdown, and you will complete day 1 of the anniversary event. And if you use a lot of troops, then you will be able, very likely, to rank better at the end of the event. On the anniversary events, top 50 player get general mythic shards. So that's why you basically want to get general mythic shards. So the way I'll display it for my alliance when I post it, for example, on our Discord, I'll put in blue. So dark green is making points on at least 2 events now. Blue is making point on 3 events. Green is making point on 1 event, and it's decent item to use. And red is bad to use, make very little points. So then you see the next day, you can only make points with attacking polar terrors, and there might be beast as well, probably. I forgot, but probably beast. But beast are bad, basically. See, it's beast and polar terror, but I put polar terror because beasts give little points. So here, it's a very interesting day. There is no overlap, right? There is no overlap. But, like I said, in the game, and I'll go back to the game for a minute. So these things are not that easy. They get easy over time. But I mentioned that you have that event, which is probably Trail of Taste, complete missions. Is it missions? Like, you have an event that if you use speed ups, I think that I'm not sure how they worded this time, but usually there is an event if you kill beasts, if you gather resources, if you use speed ups, if you use gems, you get currencies, you get ingredients. It's likely Trail of Taste. So while beast is giving more points, while polar terror is giving more points, you might want to go for beasts, because beast will give you cooking ingredients. So usually for me, I only go for beast on that day. And I do auto hunting. That's why I buy the card that give you stamina, like the monthly card, is because it is giving auto hunting, and I'm not having that card active all the time, but I'm usually buying it on seasonal event when there is a need for auto hunt. So it's giving me stamina cans, so I can push for SVS and other stuff. And tomorrow I don't have to play for 6 hours sending Gina and things. I just have to set auto hunting on my phone while I sleep, and I wake up and I've done most of it. So tomorrow, on day 2 on Friday, you likely want, if you have auto hunting and you have a lot of stamina cans, you want to get to I'd say 75% of the maximum you can get on the event we were just talking about, which was Trail of Taste. So I'll show that tomorrow a bit more in the video. Maybe it's a bit confusing right now, but you want to get your beast killing that day so you will rank. So I'll do that. So for me, I'll do I'll complete day 1 naturally with troops, because I will finish training some troops if I need. I'll use a tiny bit of speed up for officer project, and that will be enough. I'll complete day 2 with beast. I'll complete day 3 with keys. Then, you know, it's very simple events here, right? You don't have any choices, right? And you don't get, for example, what I say, it's an old event. You don't get points for mithril. You don't get points for fire crystal in seasonal event. And I think they will update it at some point, and maybe I always think that the next time, you know, it will be, but that's been a year since I'm waiting for an update. So yeah, so it's not really happening. So you don't get points for fire crystal, you don't get points for mithril, you don't get points for new currencies, basically. That's why it's an old event. So here you do Polatera or Beast. I suggest you do Beast, basically. Even if it gives less points, I suggest you do Beast for the other event and the rewards you get in other events. Here, what's overlapping on Saturday? So I'll put it... No, I'll leave it like that. There is no other way to complete the event. So what's overlapping? So you see that there is fire crystal, speed ups, right? Speed ups for building, speed ups for research. So... Oh. Not that one. I'll do like that. So for example, Saturday is a very good day for speed ups on research. So you might want to have your state buff active on Saturday this week. Now that we know the events, most states they use the research buff on Tuesday or Friday. But because there is no SVS, when you use a state buff, you have to think that it's a 7-day cooldown, and when there is an SVS prep phase, you want the buff to be on the right day to win SVS prep phase. But because there is no next week, we can mess the buff around. Basically, we can use them whenever we want. Which means that, you know, last week, if we use it Saturday, that means because there is a 7-day cooldown, you will be able to use it Saturday as well. And Saturday on King of Icefield, you don't have any point for research on training, so that's a state choice you have to make, right? Either you use it as usual, or either you try for people to rank on these events. So we'll do blue. So that's a kind of a small note. So what else? Hero shards. Do you do hero shards that day? Yeah, of course you do hero shards. So these 3 ones, they are blue. I have a doubt. I think that's a mistake. I think that's totally a mistake on my part. I'll double check Alliance Showdown right now. I think I redone the color and I made a mistake. So Saturday... Saturday. No, there are hero shards. No, that was all good. No mistakes here. So dark blue. So dark blue, so speed ups here, dark blue. So you see it takes a tiny bit of time, right? Fire crystal, they only give points in 2 events because there is no fire crystal in the anniversary event, at least so far there was not. There might be this time, but they did not say anything in the patch note about it. So you have overlap on shards, speed ups. So that's how you complete day 3. That's how, if you want to make points for Alliance Showdown and complete armament competition, that's how you can do it basically. You can use speed ups and shards. So Sunday, promoting troops. Troops do not give points in officer project. Troops do not give points in Alliance Showdown, so there is no overlap. I mean, it does, but it's very bad. If you calculate the point in any event, Olaf Chief, seasonal event, King of Icefield, Alliance Showdown, SVS prep, the amount of points you get on a day where you get points for using speed ups on training versus how much point you get for training troops, and you get point per power of training troops. I think the last time I calculated was like 4 or 5 times more points on the day you get points on power on training troops. So that's why these ones are in red and written as bad. It's because it's like at least 2-3 times less points basically. So you never want to train on days when it's about speed up. There is no events I ever saw in the game that give you more points when you get points for speed ups on troops. So never do that. So there is no overlaps. So you do whatever you want. Then here there is an overlap with the sandstone and widgets, right? So it's dark green. Gem there is no overlap because Alliance Showdown you can use gems every day, but that will be Monday, right? If I do something like that, I'll put the date below, so we keep track. You know, it's a bit easier. So that will be Monday. So there is no gems on Monday, so that's okay. That's usually a good time to use gems on your VIP points. It's because of the other event where you get ingredients or other stuff, other currencies. You know, remember the event, you get events rewards, bags or something based on using speed ups, using gems, gathering resources and killing beasts, right? So it's a good day to keep your gem to improve VIP on seasonal event. I always do that. I do my gems on seasonal events. Because if you keep your keys, if you keep some gems to use on VIP points, if you keep some stamina to do the maximum amount of beasts, and you do that most of it with Gina, you will finish in the top 50 without pushing on the event. So you are just using gems that you cannot use on SVS preparation. You are using keys that you cannot nearly use on any other event. There are a few exceptions to that. Most events you cannot use keys, so you keep gems and keys. Don't use all your gems, right? Keep some for spinning the wheel, and if you don't have extra on spinning the wheel, you don't have enough to spin the wheel, you don't use gems here, right? It's only if you have extra, so if you manage your gems well, or if you're a spender and you have extra. And you keep some cans for that event. So cans, I suggest to use them in 3 events: Mercenary Prestige, Seasonal Event, and SVS Preparation. Every other event, try not to use cans, stamina cans. Keep your stamina for this event. So yeah, so that's how you can complete. I suggest Officer Project if you want to push for Alliance Showdown. As a reminder, Alliance Showdown is a 6.5 day event. So 12 hours on Saturday morning after reset, you can complete these things that will give you points for Alliance Showdown. It will complete your Officer Project. So by the time you will likely have completed your Alliance Showdown. If your Alliance Showdown is lost or win already and you don't need to push on Saturday, on Sunday morning, sorry, I will wait for Monday to complete Officer Project 2 and I will use Essence Stones. And that's usually 75 Essence Stones you need to complete Officer Project, if I recall well. So I'll do it that way. That will allow me to complete day 5. Day 6 will have been completed on Saturday or Sunday already for Alliance Showdown, and then you will complete day 5 of the anniversary event. And then next week, you know, Monday we will have, so technically what I should do, right, and that's why it starts to get complex, is here I should put King of Icefield now. You know, on top of that, I should put King of Icefield. And if you look at King of Icefield, and I'll do it just so we laugh about it, how easy it is to prepare these things. So Monday, Tuesday, King of Icefield. Let's go. See how it gets messy, and that's why I make these, right? For myself, I started to do that for myself, but I find it very useful. So Showdown. So that's let me see, what did I copy paste? Saturday, Sunday, okay. So like that. Let's, how wide is this one? 200. So it's similar, right? It looks the same. So that's, Monday is here already. So see, exceptionally this time. So if you know a better way to do that, please let me know. If you have a better tool than doing it in a spreadsheet, let me know. So okay, so that's Monday. That's the task. That's King of Icefield. King of ice field. So that's day 1, day 2. So I make it pretty, and you know that's why a video helps as well, and that's tasks, right? But we don't care about Wednesday, so that's okay. So we good. So see, it's a tiny bit messy, but we good. So now Alliance Showdown is over, King of Icefield is starting. We have an overlap with Officer Project, and we have an overlap with King of Icefield. King of Icefield is speed ups and charms on Monday, and Fire Crystal. So there is no, it's even like that. Just to be consistent, the Fire Crystal research. I'll try to be consistent. Okay. I'm just making things neat, so it's not, hopefully it's not confusing. So there is, if I look at that column, March 10, there is no overlap between 3 events, only between 2. So you will complete on Monday, you will do whatever you need to complete King of Icefield, and for complete Officer Project 2 and Day 5, you will use like Essence Stone or widgets. It's, for us, we have a new generation, so I might use widgets, for example. If I unlocked a hero, I might use widgets. Then Tuesday, what's overlapping? So you have power for construction, you have power for research, you have power for troop, and you have gathering. You don't have gathering, so you have construction. So these are overlapping. Power on research, you know, will it be good? It's not great, but it's a Tuesday, so if your state is using, it's making a points on 2 events, so it's dark green. If your state is using the training, the research state buff on Tuesday, I still put it green because it will give you decent points. It's not gonna give you bad points, right? It's just gonna give you decent points. And we actually need Wednesday. Okay, we need Wednesday. Let's go get Wednesday. King of Icefield, Wednesday. So, you know, if I'm not making a video and explaining everything and I know what I'm doing, it's a bit faster, guys. Don't stress too much. You know, it takes me 5 minutes nowadays, maybe with, you know, updating everything a bit more, but it gets decently fast. So is it like that? Hero will. God, I don't have this. What's going on? Sorry for that. I closed the window by mistake. Yeah, I hit a shortcut and I closed it by mistake. So sorry to showing you all my shit. Okay, so let's go back to it. So I'm just fixing, things so it's matching, right? Hero real pets, because otherwise it gets messy and when I send it to people. So that's why I cannot do it for your state, because your state might not have Alliance Showdown this week. If it has Alliance Showdown, then please use that. If it does not, yeah, I cannot do it for you guys. So okay, so let's look at this Wednesday, next Wednesday. So what's up? You have pets, you have hero wheel and hero charge, and you have chief gear score, and when you have charms here. So there is no overlap. There is no overlap. So now I know how to play for the full next, you know, 7 days. I know how to play. When to make points on 3 events at one. Why is it important? Either you want to rank, or either you want to save for AVS, whichever you are trying to do. If you don't do that, you will log in, you will look at what's Alliance Showdown, you will make points for Alliance Showdown, then you will look at armament competition, and you will complete armament competition on day 1, and then you will realize the next day, on Saturday, you will realize, oh, I'm stupid, now I need to spend again, the same stuff I spent yesterday to complete the second anniversary day 3 when I could have like it gets messy and you waste so much stuff, and if you are poorly planning you might not even be able to unlock minimum rewards. I mean all the rewards without the ranking rewards on all the events all the time, while at the same time you save to rank in either every FVS, even if you won't rank high if you are not a big spender, or like I do, saving for 3 months, so you rank actually in the top 3 or 5 every 3 months, so you get a lot of hero shards and a lot of rewards. So if you don't do that, you will likely it's gonna likely be a headache. So what I do that for myself, and then I'm gonna share it with my team because that makes sense. So that's the things I do and that people really enjoy. That's one of the reasons I wanted to start the channel, is to share that with you guys. If you know a way to make it visually a lot more simple for people to understand, please let me know. I'll happily work with you to make it happen. But that's how it works. That's how it's overlap. That's how you plan next week event. I'll post it on my state Discord. I'll post it on my Alliance Discord, and so people are aware. And now it's on YouTube as well. And every time there is a seasonal event, I do that for about a year now, and hopefully that's helpful. And it always depends on your own event. So I'm looking as well for a way for you guys to be able to easily do that yourself. And I can share the Google Sheet, and you make a copy, and you go on seasonal, you get the thing, you copy paste it. But it requires a lot of little things to update and to change and to think of, and it takes for me, I made mistake the first few time I've done that. I forgot I missed some of the events that were overlapping on 3 events, and you get used to it, but it takes a little bit. So that's really what I wanted to share with you guys today. Hopefully it's helpful. Tomorrow I will make a guide on the other aspects of the event. I'll make guides about all the little things about the seasonal events, so how to play things and how to optimize. When I tell you that this channel is about how to play effectively, that's what I mean, right? With the spreadsheet I just shown you. And tomorrow I'll try to share with you some tips about how to make most of the point on your main account with your farm and other tiny things like that. So I guess that's it. Thank you very much for watching. Please like, subscribe. Thank you for your comments. Please give me share feedback, so like about the sound the other day, about whatever I do. Feel free to just engage as well, just ask questions. You are very welcome to do so. I wish you a great Wednesday whenever you listen to that video, and have fun. Enjoy. See you tomorrow.